Hello aspirants, I'm Indumati Karthikeyan from Enkar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 4th February current affairs. The topic taken from the daily edition. The topic is linear infrastructure impacts in the wildlife habitat in India. This topic comes under our GS3 conservation, environmental pollution and degradation, environmental impact assessment. This topic we are going to discuss about what is the background of this issue, what is linear infrastructure and what is the impact on the linear infrastructure on wildlife habitat and what are the steps by the Indian government and what are the uh, Supreme Court observations and directions and what are the implications and relevance, what are the challenge behind this and what are the steps to fight the challenges. These are the things we are going to discuss by today's topic. First of all, we are going to see what is in the news. The Supreme Court reaffirmed that no forest land should be reduced to linear project unless the compensatory afforestation is ensured. The case pertains to petition challenging the 2023 amendments to the Forest Conservation Act 1980. The amendment alleged that diluted the definition of the forest, restricting to the declared forest and post 1980 government that recorded forest. The man-made linear infrastructure such as roads, highways, power lines, railway lines, canals, pipelines, that is water, gas, petroleum pipelines, that is electric fences and fire lines, and also highly determined ecological impacts and also pose significant threat to the wildlife and also the environment and also some prominent example of the negative impacts including the NH 72 and 74 that is crossing the national park, NH 64 and NH 212 passing through the Bandipur National Park. There's a many linear infrastructure projects it's still now taken by the Indian government. That is 72 of the documented 88 elephant corridors and 50 protected areas declared as a tiger reserves in the India. And first of all, there is a many impacts of the linear infrastructure in wildlife. First of all, there is a many impact of the linear infrastructure on the forest. First of all, there is a habitat loss. First of all, there is direct loss of habitat during the establishment and maintenance of the road, railways, highways, and pipelines, clearance of the vegetation, dumping the excavated earth materials, movement of the heavy vehicles. These are the things which erode the forest, and also there is a habitat fragmentation that road and railway lines dissect the indigenous habitat patches, resulting in the smaller patches and consequent decline in the biodiversity due to this increased outer disturbance and also degradation of the habitat quality. That wildlife habitat adjacent rail and road often suffers from the various detrimental impact from invasion of the exotic species, and also there is a noise that is the main concern. The traffic noise is often attributed to cause a significant psychological and also there is a impact in the biodiversity. Steps taken by the Indian government. First of all, there is an environmental impact assessment. That EIA notification that any person that undertaking new road construction, upgrading existing road section, widening the conversion, multi lanes or layering the power lines, these are the any part they need to submit the application to the Ministry of Environment and Forest, and also there is according to the guidelines and seek approval. And also there is a Forest Conservation Act that according to this act every project will requiring the conversion of the forest land to the non-forest land requires approval from the MOEFCCC. And also there is a Supreme Court judgment in 2013 which give the landmark directed to railways to reduce the speed of trains and also stop goods train during the night hours and also develop the alienated routes, and also they need to develop the alienated routes. And also the MOFCCC advisory is a railway and state government to prevent the collision of train with the wild elephants, and also they can give the clearing vegetation on the sides of the railway tracks which erode the forest area, and also the no reduction of forest land. SC explicitly stated that the program that states cannot use the forest land to the linear project, and also they can do they can give the definition of the forest. Reiterated that the term forest could retain the broad meaning covering and also uncleared forest land, and also there is a reference to um, Goda Varman case, that is a Uphill dictionary meaning is forest, which includes all the lands exhibiting forest characteristics regarding the ownership of classification, and also there's a clarification of the government stance that center that claim to amendment do not reduce forest cover, arguing that expanded the definition includes a land and also recognize the state and also local bodies of the communities, and also there is a direction of the state UTs order that preparation of the consolidated record of all the forest lands, including community and also unclassified forest, in line with the Rule 16 of the MOEFCC. On this notification, they can to be completed within a year. That is 2023. They need to complete, and also there is a implication and relevance. There's a many implications. Ecological protection is the one concern that prevent the unchecked deforestation that could lead to a environmental degradation, and also there's a legislative scrutiny is required that ensures the 2023 amendment to do not that weaken forest conservation measures, and that federal accountability puts the owners of the both the center and state to maintain the green cover, and also there is a legal procedure that reinforcement of the 1996 Supreme Court ruling on forest that ensuring that legal interpretation favor conservation. Finally, there is a many challenges. First of all, there is a development versus protection. There is an infrastructure such as road, railway, power lines are integral part of the national economic framework. That is a key for the development, and also the striking balance between the infrastructure development and this forest protection is biggest challenge, and also there's a lack of comprehensive policy. There is no national policy on the appropriate rules and implementation of the ecological sound practice, and also there is an unlawful practice. Many infrastructure projects are opt only unlawful practices in relation to the project development, implementation, monitoring, and also appraisal. There is a poor implementation. The guidelines given by the legislation are not implemented. The guidelines, advisories, and of legislation are not implemented. That is, despite Ministry of Environment, Forest, and Climate Change advisory titled that eco-friendly measures to mitigate the impacts of the linear infrastructure, which can be determined by the local governments, and also there is a steps we need to take by prevention. That is, a prevention is better than the cure. First of all, there's a need to be a revaluation of the existing roads and railway lines to protect in the protected areas, relighting the closure of the detrimental structure after necessary steps, and also speed reduction of the vehicle is required, and also there is an urgent need of formulation of the comprehensive and broad applicable national policy to address this issue. Thank you so much.